Namaste. I, JVN Neha Sharma, JVWU University, Department of Science and Technology, Faculty of Education and Methodology. So, our today's topic is connection oriented and connection-less service. So, as the name suggests, what is connection oriented and connectionless? Basically, connections are made in both type of services, connection oriented and connectionless. But in connection oriented services, connection is established before sending the packet to the receiver, right? And on the other hand, at the connectionless service, the packet it belongs to the same message as a different and independent entity and route them with a different path. So basically, in connectionless service, the path is not decided before sending the packet. It decides during the runtime, uh, and there is no pre-established connection between source to destination. So because of this, this is known as connectionless service. Okay, so what is connection-oriented service? Connection-oriented service is a data transfer method between two computer in a different network. ओके, तो अगर हमें कोई भी डेटा ट्रांसफ़र करना है एक सोर्स से एक रिसीवर पे, ठीक है? तो जैसे कि टेलीफोन, हमें कॉल करना है, हमने टेलीफोन उठाया, हमने नंबर डायल किया, उसे भेज दिया, ठीक है? हमारा कॉल कनेक्ट हो गया। So before we actually establish the connection, what we can do is dial a number, right? Then we can do anything, hang up call, establish connection, record call, and many different activities, con call. Okay, but before actually the connection has happened, what we can do here is dial a receiver number. Means we establish the connection before actually the connection make happen to the receiver or to the sender. So sender to receiver, if I dial a call and the request and to whom to dial a call that is requested. So yes, so how this is how the connection oriented services are work. Similarly, the connection oriented services first establish a virtual connection and between the source and the destination, then transfer all the data packets belonging to the same message. So we can say the resources involved in data transfer are reserved before transferring all the packets in the message. Likewise, in call, if we dial a call to some particular number, so the line is busy shows if the person is already may call with some other person or already on call with some other another person, so it shows line is busy. So because the line is reserved from the particular person before I can make a call. Okay, so we can say that resources involved in data transfer reserved before transferring all packet in a message. As all the data packet in a message follow the same path, their order is preserved as they reach the destination. And after sending data, all the data packet, the source send a special packet to terminate the connection, to which destination send an acknowledgement confirming the termination of connection and all route delete the path entry from the routing table. Basically, it's three-way handshaking in which what we can do exactly is like this is sender receiving packet. Okay, then is receiver send acknowledge that the destination received all the packet correctly, error free and reliable. Okay, fully trustworthy. Then it the after this acknowledge getting by the uh, sender terminate signal कि ओके अब इसको रिसीवर को सब कुछ मिल चुका है, तो अब मैं अपना कनेक्शन टर्मिनेट करता हूँ. तो after terminating the connection by the sender, all the routers which already make connection before sending the packets, that all pre-decided paths are deleted on the termination of the connection, and entry points are also deleted from the routing table. So as connection oriented service provide acknowledgement at each action or provide reliability, because we get the message like okay, the packet is received by the receiver and there are fewer chances of packet loss as they travel a predefined path. So the connection oriented services are preferred over a long and steady conversation. Okay, long and steady conversation means there are pre-decided paths and it establish the connection with the receiver. The virtual connection actually before actually the connection may happen. Okay, So this is connection oriented service. As a virtual path is predefined, so there are rare chances of congestion because we already lock all the path and block all the path. So there is no kind of congestion, right? Even very less percentage is that like any kind of crosstalk or something happen, then only congestion happen. Otherwise, no congestion might happen. If we talk about the delay in data transmission, there is no delay in the transmission of packet as there is a dedicated path which is already reserved. So it only transfer the data which I send to the receiver. So, but any kind of substantial delays introduced due to the network or to say the acknowledgement process during connection establishment and the termination. So it may happens due to connectivity or network problem or any kind of issue. So delay is possible, right? So but it provides the reliability and the congestion free service. Okay. So TCP protocol is a correct connection oriented protocol. Okay. Transmission control protocol or say TCP protocol which is used by the transport layer of OSI model, right? So TCP is a connection oriented protocol and the connection oriented services works the same as both the network layer and the transport layer. First it establish a connection, then exchange the data, then terminate the connection. So it's basically three-way handshaking process of the TCP model. TCP protocol. And at network layer, the connection-oriented service is concerned regarding the coordination of source, destination, and router involved in between the source and the destination. Of course, if I talk about network layer, the network layer is always take care of the network provided during the data transfer. So it is source address, destination address, and the router's address, or to say IP, MAC address, logical address, right? They and DLL address also. Okay, so at network layer, it should be take care about all these necessary things. And there is a coordination between source, destination, and all the routers in between, and all packet belonging to the same message follow a dedicated established connection. So we can implement flow control, error control, and congestion control in connection oriented services. For flow control, there are many different kind of protocols, right? For error control, checksum, parity. For congestion control, there are also different protocols are working. Uh, so in piggybacking or sliding window protocols is there, go back and hierarchy, selective repetition, and many other algorithms or to say mechanism have worked to implement the flow control, error control, and the congestion control in connection-oriented services at network layer. And at transport layer, the connection-oriented services is concerned only about the source and the destination because transport layer is responsible for what? End-to-end delivery, right? So it only care about source and the destination. Here the packet shows dependency on each other as all the packets will go around the same allocated route or to say predefined route. Okay, so what is connectionless service now? So the connectionless service is a method of data transmission between two computers in a different network. So there is no predefined virtual connection, no predefined path. All things are random basically, or at the runtime, right? So connectionless service is also termed as datagram. UDP protocol is basically connectionless service, right? And the service look like the postal system, where each letter carry its source and destination address. Each one of them is routed through a different path. So the source divided the message into a small acceptable packets. That packets are known as a datagram. UDP is what? User datagram protocol. So datagram is there in UDP. So messages are here in the form of datagrams, different datagrams, or to say small acceptable packets. And these packets known as a datagram. They travel different paths. The network consider each datagram or data packet as independent entities, so no relationship is considered between the packet belonging to the same message. Each datagram carries its source and destination address. Okay, so okay, so the datagrams are individually pushed into the network. Each datagram may travel a different path. The network considers each datagram or data packet independent entity, no relationship, and each datagram carry a source and a destination address. Router use this destination address to route the datagram to the particular destination. The packet received at the destination may be received out of order. Hence, the datagrams are assembled to recreate the original message. Okay, so it is out of order. So here you can see in the below diagram. So there are the datagrams 4, 3, 2, 1. At source, it is 4, 3, 2, 1, right? And at the receiving point, it is what destination 4213. So this is out of order data packet. So this contain error. Okay, because these are out of order data packet because the route are not pre-decided and the connection is not pre-established here. So it can be routed to different parts. So if a 4 is if 4 has shortest path, then of course it first this data packet has comes to the destination. Then 2 is if 2 have shortest path or optimizes path from source to destination, then 2 is here, then 1 is here, then 3 is here. But this data is out of order, means it create error, right? So this is basically connectionless service, and a destination received may be out of order data packet. So this is a drawback of the connectionless services. UDP protocol is connectionless protocol. Connectionless services is provided by the protocol of both network layer as well as the transport layer. So it is the basic function is the same. It routes each package independently over the network. Okay, maybe through different data paths, but still it is what it behaves slightly different on both the network layer and the transport layer. Let us see how. At network layer, connection-oriented service significantly different path for different data packets belonging to the same message. And at the transport layer, it exhibits the independency between the packet rather than different paths. So basically, at network layer, a different path is there for different packets, and at transport layer, different packets are there for different paths. Okay, but the different packets belonging to the same message it follows. As the data packet belonging to the same message follows a different path, it may happen that the receive at the destination out of order, and it can also be the case that one package is lost. Okay, packets in between of the datagrams are lost in middle of some routes. Okay, and at the transport layer each package is considered as an independent entity, and we even can't track which packet is lost because there is no acknowledge provided in UDP that okay, I received this packet. There is no kind of service for the acknowledgement, so there is no reliability in UDP. First, second, we can't even detect the data which I received is error free or reliable or not, because there is no error control, flow control mechanism are working in this, because this is less reliable. Okay, so we cannot implement flow control, error control, congestion control, because independent entity है, पैकेट्स कोई भी प्रीडिफाइंड इनमें कोई भी कनेक्शन नहीं है, रूट्स भी प्री डिफाइंड नहीं है, ब्लॉक्ड नहीं है, लोकेटेड नहीं है, तो ऑफकोर्स ये डिस्टर्ब हो सकता है, इन बिटवीन कैप्चर हो सकते हैं, एरर आ सकते हैं, एरर बिट्स इनमें ऐड हो सकती हैं. So we cannot implement flow control, error control, congestion control in connection-less services. So difference between connection-oriented and connection-less services is connection-oriented is related to the telephone system, connection-less is related to the postal system, where we only need the destination's address and the sender's address. Okay. Connection oriented services preferred by long and steady communication because this is reliable, and connectionless services preferred by bursty communication. Then there is no need of reliability and surety about the data packages has to be signed. And connection oriented services is necessary. Connectionless services is not compulsory. Then connection-oriented service feasible. Connectionless services is not feasible because there is no surety about the data you get is correct or not. In at the receiver side, so no feasibility. In connection-oriented service, congestion is not possible. In connectionless services, congestion is possible. No, congestion is also connection is sorry congestion is already possible with the connection oriented, not with the connection less, because there are three-way shaking process, right? Because there is a capacity. Congestion congestion is what? If there is some capacity which is already pre-decided of sender and the receiver. If this capacity exceed, then there is a congestion problem arise, right? So of course, congestion is possible. Congestion control is possible in connection-oriented, not in connectionless services. And connection-oriented services gives the reliability, but connectionless services gives no guarantee. Packet follow the same route. Packet doesn't follow the same route. It travel to different routes and require a bandwidth of high range. Connection oriented services require high bandwidth because it ensure your connection, ensure your availability, it ensure your reliability, and a successful transferring of the packet at the receiver side without any errors. So of course, it uses high bandwidth, and in connection less require low bandwidth range. So yeah, this is a difference between the connection oriented and connectionless services. Uh, so yeah, that's all for this class. Thank you so much.